This episode of the Recovery Couch is brought to you by JB Davis at Performance Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. For integrity service and unbeatable deals, ask for my friend JB in Centerville and tell him the Recovery Couch sent you. Hey, what's going on, my friends? Welcome back to the mini-series Just Like You, where we discussed some of my past and how my addiction life could be relative and helpful for you. Today's episode is called God Met Me in a Jail Cell. So jail is where I'd run out of options and where I finally stopped running. I didn't expect to find God there. In fact, I was pretty sure he had given up on me the way everyone else had. I had lost my freedom, my family's trust, and just about every ounce of self-worth that I had left was gone. I was broken, angry, strung out on dope, and sitting in a concrete box that smelled like sweat, bleach, and regret. But something happened in that cell. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. No angel appeared. Just a worn out Bible someone had left behind and an unexpected moment of silence that I couldn't escape. I was in solitary confinement, Warren County Jail in Warren County, Ohio. I'd been fighting on the block and they threw me in 23-hour lockdown. I remember sitting in that cell angry with the whole world, angry with everyone, the whole world, the entire world. And I was sitting there staring at the pages of this Bible, not even sure where to start. But I opened it anyway, and I landed on Psalm chapter 34, verse 18. It said, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." And I remember thinking, how in the hell did that just happen? It was the first time I'd cried in years. The drugs I was using had numbed me to the point where I couldn't feel emotion to the point where I could cry. So I'm sitting in this jail cell crying, a place where you got to be tough. You're not supposed to show any weakness. And I'm crying, not because I was scared, but because I realized I wasn't alone. I'm in a solitary confinement cell, which sounds exactly like it is. You're confined in your solitary by yourself, nobody else. And I realized I'm not alone, even in this cell, even after everything I had done, the drug use, the promiscuity, the violence, the dishonesty, the stealing. Even after all of that, God still loved me and met me right there in my most weak, most broken moment of my entire life. Crazy, huh? I share that with you today, not because it's easy for me to share, but because it's true. And the truth will set you free, but first it's going to hurt like hell. Sometimes people look at folks like us, ex-cons, addicts, screw-ups, and think God keeps his distance from us. And then we believe that lie and we kind of tell ourselves that too. But let me tell you something. God is not afraid of our dark places. He'll walk right into them. Talking about, "What's up, dog? Dap you up, give you love." He walked right into mine in jail. Don't tell me I'm lying. And that cell became holy ground. That story, the jail cell, the breakdown, the start of my surrender is one of the most powerful moments in my life. And I'm not going to tell you that everything turned around in the snap of a finger, because it didn't. But it was, without a doubt, one of the most powerful moments in my entire life. And it's one of the raw chapters in my autobiography, Step 4, A Journey Through Addiction. It's currently in editing, set to release this fall. And I would love for you to go out and read it, because I think it can help so many people, not just people who have suffered what I've suffered, but the families of people who have loved somebody through addiction. Or if you're in recovery ministry, what does active addiction really look like? I poured every part of myself into that book so people like you could see what God can do with a shattered life. Now, I don't want to confuse you and tell you that I found religion in jail, because I didn't. I found something better than religion in jail. I found a relationship with God who loved me even when I couldn't even love myself. And it was not fixed overnight, but I started walking in a brand new direction, one footstep at a time. If you're in your own cell today, whether it's physically, emotionally, spiritually, I want you to know God can meet you there too, and he will if you let him. And if you're thinking, how do I let him? You surrender, completely surrender. I can't do this anymore, God. I can't fake this anymore. I can't keep using and acting like I'm okay when I wake up from my high and I know I'm not. You just surrender. God, I can't do this anymore. I cannot do this anymore on my own. I need help. That's all you got to do. And then God can meet you there. It doesn't have to be in a church, contrary to popular belief. You don't have to be clean. You don't have to be in AA. You just have to be willing, because God is closer to you than you think. I want to thank you for listening to the Recovery Couch. This series is about the moments that changed my life, and I pray it speaks to you and your life too. So don't forget, my book, Step 4, drops in the fall. It goes way deeper into what really happened during those years in jail and beyond. And for the next episode, we're going to talk about how I used to be the one they warned you about. So until then, stay honest, stay hopeful, and stay right here on the Recovery Couch. This episode is brought to you by Greg Swartz at Remax Victory and Affiliates. Whether you're buying or selling your home, Greg brings heart, hustle, and honesty to every deal. Call Greg at 937-477-8975 today.